Hello, all. Welcome to Castle. Today, we're going to discuss Netflix and its larger implications on streaming moving forward. Because I'm telling you, Netflix is going to change some stuff. Some things people ain't going to be happy about. Some things, who knows? First off, why is Netflix in the bind that it's in? Well, some would argue this started way back with a certain movie that will remain nameless because simply, if I say it, I could get in trouble because, well, we all know it was Cuties. And ever since then, they've seemed to kind of go downhill from that. And I do believe that movie hurt them a lot worse than what they're willing to admit. But that ain't it. There's other movies and other shows on this platform that we can name names: Westworld, Witcher. Anyway, but you get the point. To where it gives you a good first season. Westworld was a really good first season. I enjoyed Westworld first season. Season 2, it just it became a platform for me, and that's been Netflix. And I, for one, am also worried about Arcane because Arcane was an amazing first season, and there isn't really that much new stuff. It's Netflix has become a CW type just factory where they're turning out. Yeah, the shows are different, but the characters essentially are the same archetypes. You have the weak male that's supposed to be the lead, but he ain't. He's being led around by a strong woman that's just absolutely invincible. She has no powers, but she can kick anybody's ass on any given day. And it's rinse and repeat for every show out there. Case in point, Moon Knight. Case in point, Halo. Case in point, there's other. And this ain't just a Netflix problem. This is a problem throughout the entire streaming community, where it's becoming so formulaic to where you know what's coming. And they may throw a curveball here and there, but it's not enough to interest anybody. And this sharing passwords is about to become the way of the dodo. I don't know how they're going to enforce that. Probably the way they're going to do that is they're going to limit you to 2 devices at the most. Like, you could have 2 devices with your password. And if you want more, guess what? You got to pay. Something else that's going to go by the way of the dodo, and that is binging. Now, I know this is a sore subject. There's a lot of people that want it all, and they want it all now, and I get that. But I'm going to tell you how they're most likely going to deal with that. They're probably going to have a special section where you can pay more and be able to binge the entire season. Now, I do not know what that number is going to be, but I just feel like that's what's coming. Could be wrong. I don't know. It just seems like that's an easy way for them to deal with it. If you really want to binge it that bad, guess what? Pay for it and it's yours. It just makes sense. Now, their stock price has plummeted. There's been a lot of stocks plummeting. If they would just and they're not going to, but if they would just get rid of most of this politics in entertainment, that would go a long way in bringing people back. And another issue, I'm gonna go ahead and go there. Their advertisement for shows is shit. Disney does a decent job, but they're the only ones. If it's coming out on Netflix, nobody knows about it unless it's people keeping up with it. But this problem is not going to go away anytime soon. They can change all they want. Until they get rid of this putting messages. We need to teach you, not educate or entertain you. We need to show you your wrongs and how you're living, and all this preaching to you. If I want a sermon, I'll go to a church. And that's just the way I feel about it. And I think that's the way a lot of people feel about it. When we get at home, we want to watch something, relax with our families, and just be entertained and forget the outside world for 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, however long the show may be. But we're not getting that anymore. And I think people are coming to the end of the ropes on it. And the final problem with streaming is you can't go one place and get it all like you could with cable. And unfortunately, it's been the crux. Like, we're almost back to cable days. You have to own all kinds of apps to try to find any of your shows. So we're right back, right where we started. And they all thought that there was just going to be all kinds of money to make. Now what you're going to get is you're going to get people coming in, purchases it for one show. Soon, and eventually the populace is going to get smart enough to where they're going to wait until they can binge one show, dip in, dip out, and they're gone. And how they going to fix that? Who knows? And we're not even going to be pirating into this. Trust me, they are trying to fix that. And they will eventually. I mean, there'll always be pirating, but, they're going to do their best. And that's all I've got to say about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Appreciate you watching. See you guys next video.